Here it is, my Avocado Mango Glow Salad, loaded with fiber from the avocado, high in protein. I've got tofu and quinoa in here, and I've got lots of vitamin C in the mango, in the lime. It is delicious. You guys have to try out this recipe. And this jalapeno vinaigrette, oh my gosh, don't even get me started. It's incredible. Avocado Mango Glow Salad, you need to check it out. Welcome to my kitchen. Today, I'm gonna show you how I make a simple avocado mango glow salad. It is going to be so satisfying. It's gonna nourish you from the inside out, I promise. Let's talk about the ingredients really quick. I've got quinoa to boost the protein. I've got some tofu. This is sriracha tofu from Trader Joe's. I just cut it up in cubes. It's super easy. I've got some red onion, thinly sliced. Cherry tomatoes, and I gave them a nice little quartering. Sliced mango, fresh mango, of course. Some corn. Fresh cilantro for garnish, and then I've got some avocado, of course. And then I'm using frise. You guys can use spring mix, you can use arugula, you can use romaine, whatever salad you want. I just thought I'd use the frise because it's here. And then, of course, my jalapeno vinaigrette. So this is so simple to build the salad. Simplest way to cut up and prep a mango. First and foremost, make sure your mango is at room temperature because cutting a cold piece of fruit is really difficult. Trust me. So anyways, this is room temp. I'm gonna put the heavier side down as my base, and I'm gonna kind of just find center. So this is center. And then I'm just gonna go like maybe a half an inch, a quarter of an inch to the side of the center. Just gonna go down. You're cutting along the seed, which is great. So now I've got two beautiful sides, and then I have my middle part. And you're just gonna cut whatever bits you can around the seed because it's never gonna be perfect. Okay, so what we have are some little side pieces, but we have two beautiful sides, right? So then you wanna do like a crisscross effect. So we're just gonna go long ways. You wanna be comfortable with your knife, by the way. So holding the knife thumb here, forefinger here. And we're just gonna cut not all the way through, okay? So just kind of down, but don't go all the way through the skin, and just carefully create a crisscross. There you go. And then you can just pop it inside out. Look at that. So pretty and so easy. To deal with the scraps, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut down, but not all the way through. So you get the same kind of effect even with the scraps. But here it is. Isn't that so gorgeous? Again, you guys, once you do the crisscross cut and you've got it in this shape, I just take my hands and just push through because then you're getting as much mango as possible. You're not gonna cut yourself. A mango right there, cut up, part knife, part hands. So I'm gonna start with some fresh greens. This is frise. You could use romaine, you can use spring mix, whatever you want. I just like to give it a nice little bed. Then my next thing is I'm gonna take some cooked quinoa. This is 1 cup of cooked quinoa. I just wanna bump up the protein here. That goes on the top. Everything else I'm gonna put on here in clusters. So we're gonna get some tofu going. That way, whoever's eating this salad, if they don't want a certain thing, they can kind of avoid it. So I like putting things in clusters. So there's the tofu. And it's high in protein, so it's gonna help you maintain muscle mass. Then I've got the mango, hello, high in vitamin C. Then we're gonna get the tomatoes going. Of course, we've got some corn. We've got red onion. But of course, the star of the show, avocado. Did you know 1 avocado has about 15 grams of fiber in it? It's so amazing. I'm gonna put that in the middle because it's the star of the show, you guys. And I've cut it up and I'm in advance, so I'm just scooping it out of the avocado here. I'm gonna garnish it with a little bit of cilantro. And could that have been any easier? We're gonna do a jalapeno vinaigrette. So here is what you're gonna need. A mason jar or something to hold your dressing. A whisk, a bowl for whisking your dressing. Now we have the juice of 1 lime, which is about 1/4 cup of lime juice. Teaspoon of Dijon mustard. We've got some fresh cilantro, white wine vinegar, a little tiny amount of maple syrup, a micro dice of jalapeno chili, fresh. I used a half of a jalapeno basically. You can add more or less depending on your level of heat that you desire. and then I've got some olive oil, okay? And then of course, salt and pepper to taste. We've got, first of all, lime juice. So we're gonna put the lime juice in. Fresh lime, amazing. White wine vinegar. Dijon mustard. I love adding Dijon to all of my dressings because it gives it such a delicious tang. I love that. You don't have to put it in if you don't want it. And then, of course, a little bit of sweetener, which is some organic maple syrup. Just a teaspoon. So we're gonna whisk that and get that all incorporated. Once that's incorporated, now I'm gonna add in my olive oil. Here we go. Slow drizzle and just keep whisking. Of course, you can do this in a blender. You can just pulse your blender. I like to just quickly just do it with a whisk. Pretty emulsified. Gonna add my salt. Gonna add my pepper. Gonna give it another whisk. This is the critical point. You want to taste it because it might not have the right balance, right? So you want to just give it a little taste. I like it. I like it a lot. It's very good. Okay, now I'm putting in the micro diced jalapeno chilies. If you don't want spicy, you can always substitute that for some green onion, just micro dice it. It'll come out great. And then here's the cilantro. Get that in there. Oh, I can smell the jalapeno chili. Oh my gosh. You just give it a nice mix. There we go. Okay, and yeah, we're just gonna pour it into a pretty jar. That is a gorgeous dressing. Oh my gosh. This dressing is incredible. If you like jalapeno chilies, lime, and cilantro, this salad is going to give you glow factor from within. I'm telling you, loaded with avocado, which has got really good fats in it for healthy heart, healthy skin, and high in fiber. We've got mango, which is high in vitamin C, lots of lime, and we're loaded with protein, by the way, tofu and quinoa, or if you're not vegan, you can put grilled chicken, but here it is, my avocado mango glow salad.
Remember to like, save, share, and that you are deeply loved by God.